Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be talking about a method of making money on your web content without using advertisement, and this method was just brought to my attention by one of my friends recently, so I haven't really known much about it, and when we were discussing it, I had a few questions about the ethics of this method, so we had a heated but friendly discussion, kind of a friendly debate about this method, and I wanted to bring this up in my channel here because here we talk a lot about free software and Linux and open source, and we care though about those topics a lot because we care about the ethics of computing. We want ethical computing. So let's jump into it and let's discuss how to monetize your website using a peer-to-peer content delivery network, and let's discuss whether it is an ethical thing to do or not. So generally, in the real economy, people make money by either selling goods or services to people who need those goods and services and are willing to pay for it. And we need the money because that's how we pay for those goods and services that we need. But the internet is full of free services, so it is not really easy to earn money. So you can put up a website, but if your website doesn't offer something really special, no one is going to be paying you for visiting your website. Even, like people used to just pay money and buy newspapers at a newspaper stand to read the news, but now because all the news websites are on the internet, most people wouldn't want to pay and actually don't really pay for like the online subscription, even though many news sites try to hide a lot of their content behind a paywall. So it's not easy. We can see it's not easy to make money on the web. One of the most widespread ways of monetizing your website is selling some space to advertisements. So you put on an ad or two or three or five or six depending on your tastes. So you put on advertisements on the website, and basically you sell the attention of your viewers. So the people who actually go to your website to look for your content, some of that attention will be stolen by the advertisements, and this basically they want to target these advertisements to people whose attention is more valuable, and this is what brings us today's really toxic advertisement space where all of your data is being collected just to give the advertisers a tiny bit of more chance of their advertisement actually being converted to an actual purchase. So, we can say that we have a few problems with the advertising model of the internet. So it's a good idea to think about what other methods we can use to actually earn money on our website. And so, because this method uses a CDN, let's talk about how this kind of the content delivery networks are working. And so if you ever rented a VPS or had your own website on like a rented server somewhere, you might have faced with this problem that you have only one server, but people who want to take a look at your website might be coming from all over the world, and if they are in another continent, then just to receive the content from the website might take up a fair amount of time because there is of course no direct cable connection between these two computers. So the client receives the website data from the server through many hoops and jumps because a lot of other servers are in the way. And if you have a little more money and you can afford some kind of distributed network of servers which are placed at different geographical locations, then everyone is going to be served by the server that is closest to them, and it doesn't really matter that these two servers are far away because it doesn't have to be really fast to synchronize the data between these two. So if you just have one server and you request a website from the other side of the globe, then this website has to be delivered as fast as possible. But between these servers, they don't rush. Maybe this site that they serve to these clients will be a little outdated, but that won't be such a big issue as like a slowly loading website in today's environment. And so how can you earn money on your own website? How does this CDN thing work to earn you and earn you money on your own website? Well, this is kind of how do these two things coalesce together? And well, there is a particular service that I'm going to be talking about, but I'm not going to be naming them. And I checked their website, how they work, and they give a very short and concise way of describing what they are doing, but it doesn't really tell you directly what is going on. So you have to go through the Q&A, and you also have to just think about it a lot. I had to read it through like 3 times to understand actually what exactly this company is doing. Now, basically, you as the person who wants to earn some money, the only thing you have to do is just put a script on your website. So it's very low effort for you, that script you put on your website, and well, I guess you have to register with them that the website belongs to you, so they know who they have to pay. And whenever someone loads your site, this script will actually start working, and their PC is going to be used as a hub to serve content to others. So people who want a cheap CDN, they can pay for this service, and you get some portion. So just like with the advertisements, if you are advertising on your website through some agency, then the agency will give you the ads, so you will be paid some portion, and the agency also is going to be taking some portion. Same with this. The CDN company will of course take some of the money that they get from their customers, and some part of the money will go to you. And so how is this actually working? So this is, let's say this server here in the top is your website. This is your web server. So some guy who is like this laptop requests your web server, so your web server gives or serves the website there, and in that website it also serves this little script, and this little script basically will connect to all these other servers and will act as a hub of distributing the content. So if someone else, while they are browsing your website and this script is running, someone else is going to be looking for this other company's website, and this other company's website is going to be cached on your computer, and so they will be getting the data from your computer much faster than it would take for them to be delivered there. So instead of someone having to like maintain multiple servers all around the globe, they are basically getting access to random people's random computers to distribute the load and distribute the content to be delivered to their users. So this is how you go into the picture, and whenever this person's computer is used to access some kind of content, then you who served them the script will get paid. And so, of course, there is some kind of a short description why this is actually very good. Why is it not bad? So, of course, this is what the company wants you to believe, that, well, we put a distinct button on the site. So if anyone has any objections to this kind of thing, then they can just click on that button, which is you are as a website administrator, you are not allowed to hide it. This has to be on your website. So this will be there, and anyone can click on it and turn this off. So if they don't want to be part of that CDN network, they can opt out very easily. It barely uses any CPU, so it's not really, loading your computer. It's not really, or not your visitor's computer is not going to be used too badly being in this network, and it will only use very limited cache, so it's not gonna take up their HDD or SSD, so it's like their hard drive won't be filled up by this script. And it doesn't use mobile data and battery power, so only if the device is powered from the electrical cord and is connected through Wi-Fi or Ethernet, this is the only time it will be running. So it's not gonna be having a very big negative effect on your users. You don't have to worry about that. Basically, this is what it's saying. And the script stops once they leave the website, so it's not going to leave like a virus on their, or a Trojan on their computer that will just use their computer anytime of the day, whenever it's turned on. For this company, it is only using their computer while they are browsing your website, so it is very, it's not bad. and they also promise very much that they are not mining any crypto on people's computers, and I think they have to put this there because I don't know what is the situation now, but there have been a few scandals where people were distributing software with putting crypto miners, so like Bitcoin mining code into the software, so whenever you turn on your computer you are mining Bitcoin for someone else. So I guess they had to put it there that they are not doing that, but I still think this is unethical, and of course you can argue with me down there in the comment section if you want to, but I think it's not ethical because you are still selling out the computing power and bandwidth of other people. So you are not using your own capital to get some returns on using your capital, or, you know, having kind of a capitalist lingo there, but it's not your property or your own things earning you money. You are using someone else's computers, you are making use of someone else's capital to earn you money, and you don't even ask them first. So even though the button is there for opting out, this button down there is very obscure and it's hidden in the corner and it doesn't say anything until you click on it. And just to this point, how obscure it is, I literally went to the company's website which offers this solution. I went to their website and I was reading through their website for trying to understand what exactly this product is doing, and I was reading through the website and I haven't realized that they have this button on, because they of course are using their own service. So until I just stopped and thought, oh, I think they also use this, so their icon, the icon for this should be there somewhere. And then I started looking for it, and then that was the point when I could find it. So just a random person will never know what's going on their computer by this script. They won't even realize that that button is over there, and even if they see it, they won't know they should be clicking on it and reading the description and opting out. So that kind of opting out is like saying that, oh, anyone, it's a distinct button and anyone can opt out anytime. That's kind of bollocks when this whole thing is designed in a way that it escapes people's attention. So I don't think this makes it anything but unethical. And well, I think this should only be ethical. This would only be ethical if it would be opt-in. So it would show you a pop-up that this is what I'm going to do on your computer. If you want to see this, if you want to visit my website, please agree to use and be part of this network for me to be able to earn money. Yes, no. This thing would be the only way to do it ethically, I think. Okay, people has also no say what kind of content is stored on their computer. So even if you are aware of that this is going on, you might be fine with some kind of content being delivered through your computer, and maybe you are not fine of some other type of content. And the easiest example, of course, would be pornography. So maybe you don't want your computer to be used to distribute pornography to other people, but maybe this is kind of such a obvious example that maybe even the company who is doing this would tell you that, oh no, we vet our customers and we are not letting any kind of that kind of content onto these networks, so you don't have to worry about that. But you could have any other type of objections. You could be objected against, you could object contributing to the spreading of some kind of political or religious stuff. And if they would want to just exclude every type of content that some people would have objections to, then they wouldn't be able to serve any content. They would be out of business. So I think this kind of even making use of other people's stuff for your own benefit, for your own profit is unethical in itself. By this, that you use their computer to distribute content that they might be objecting to, it makes even more unethical. And the final point, it doesn't make it more unethical, it just makes makes it makes it worse, because you don't even make that much money. So unless your website has a lot of visitors, and if your website has a lot of visitors, then you can probably make money other ways, like donations or hiding some content behind a paywall, like extra content or affiliate links. So if you have a lot of visitors, you can make more money with other methods, and if you don't have enough visitors, then you won't be making too much money. So it's not even really worth selling your soul for these kind of beans, in my opinion. But if you have any other kind of opinion, you don't agree with me, you think what I'm saying is it's not really relevant, it's still a better way of making money on your website than anything else, or at least is not an objectionable way, you can tell me why I'm wrong down in the comment section, and be ready that I will be arguing with you. Because if I argue with you, you probably come back and leave another comment, and that's good for the algorithm, I guess. Anyways, so if you are interested in this kind of ethical questions, ethical computing and stuff like that, free software, then I am spewing my opinion on these topics quite often, actually, on this channel. And well, if you are interested in some more tangible stuff like tutorials for Linux and other free and open source software, this is also something that you will be able to find on this channel. So this is also a good reason for you to subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.